Hey guys! So I've watched a couple of K-pop album tags recently. Randomly did one and Delica's did one as well, and there's been a few others. And as I have got quite a lot of K-pop albums, I think my channel is kind of known for someone who has quite a lot. I figured, well, I might as well do it. So yeah, I'm going to do the K-pop album tag. So I'm just going to start. So I think the first question, I didn't have my list with me, so I'm going to try and remember. The first question is the K-pop album that you listen to the most, and that will be this one, Taeyang's Rise, which is just hands down not only the best album of 2014. For me, it's just the best album ever. It's just, I love it so much. It's just incredible. And I know I'm biased because I'm VIP, but it's amazing. And yeah, this is most definitely the album I listen to the most, hands down. So yeah, you guys knew it was going to be Big Bang related, didn't you? The album that I listen to the least, this is a really difficult one because I don't really listen to that many albums from start to finish. You have your favourite songs, and I make up a lot of playlists of my favourite tracks and stuff. So it's really difficult to kind of find a K-pop album that I don't listen to at all. And I couldn't really technically find one. So I'm kind of going to cheat and show you this one. EXO's XOXO. I'm basing this on the fact that this is my least favourite, my least favourite album because I have the repackage. So technically I'm cheating. Why would I listen to this one if I've got this one? So that's cheating, isn't it? It is. I know it's cheating, but technically it's not, because, you know, I don't listen to that album at all because I listen to this one constantly. So yeah, it's not cheating. It's answered the question. So there we go. You start off doing these things thinking that it's going to be really easy, and then it's not. So yeah. The next question is the most colourful album that I own, and this is a really easy one. So I've got quite a lot of colourful albums, but there is one that kind of stands out above all the others, and it's this one, newest secondary album special edition. Ridiculously bright pink. I mean, it sits on my album and it's just this block of pink gorgeousness. So yeah, hands down, this is most definitely my most colourful album that I own. It keeps getting caught. So yeah, most colourful album and one of my most precious. I love it. I'm so glad I have it. And then my favourite black or white album is JYJ's In Heaven. So obviously it doesn't look particularly great from the outside, but the album is one of my favourites. It is one of the rare albums. There's probably maybe about, I have about 250 albums, probably maybe about 30 or 40 albums that I own that I can listen to all the way through, and they're just completely, no, it's probably not that many, but well, there's quite a lot of albums. This is one of the albums when it's on from start to finish. I love it, and it's most definitely my favourite black album. I love the packaging and the way that it is. I love the kind of crescent moon thing going on, and it's a CD, and it's got a gorgeous photo book, which is quite difficult to get out, so I'm not going to bother. But yeah, that's definitely my favourite black album. My album with the best packaging. So I've got quite a lot of albums, so this was really difficult, but I have chosen this one, TVXQ's fourth album, Erotic. And the reason why I've chosen this one is because, I think I've already said this, I think I say this every time when I talk about this album, I will never ever ever put this album on its side, and I think that speaks volumes. Why would you not have it looking like that? That is just such a beautiful picture. It makes me sad, but it makes me happy at the same time. I really love the design. You know, the picture's really far back, and you kind of think, well, there's no room for anything else. But the photo book inside is just glorious and really easy to get out. Obviously you've got the CD inside. It's just really clever the way that it's designed, so pop that there. And then it's just got the most gorgeous photo book. You wouldn't think that it's a thick photo book, but it is a thick photo book. And it's got some really quite gorgeous photos of my JJ. So yes, this is hands down, I think, my favourite packaging. just simply because everything else I would have, you know, that way, apart from this. So yeah, that's my reason. As for worst packaging, I think I might have said this before, but JJ's www.whothehellthoughtthiswasagoodidea.com. Basically, I've picked this one for the box on the outside because, as you can see, it's gotten progressively worse. It's just really, really badly damaged, and I don't think they really thought it through. Another reason why I've kind of chosen this one is, not for that bit, but because the pages inside, although they are filled with gorgeousness, they're looped, and I hate this kind of thing. It just says, if you're going to use that much paper, put some gorgeous JJ on it. Don't waste it. It's just a waste. It's the sort of thing SM would do, you know? I don't know how much they enjoy wasting paper. It really frustrates me. I mean, the photo book is gorgeous, but it's just the waste of paper and that stupid gold box thing. So yes, that's that one. Then for the K-pop album I own that has my favourite K-pop song of all time. So it's really difficult to choose your favourite K-pop album, but song. I'm really sorry. But I have got one song, one very special song from my bias group Big Bang, that I think if I could only ever listen to that one song and I couldn't listen to any more, I would be perfectly happy. And that is Tell Me Goodbye, which is a Japanese release, but it is the song that made me love Big Bang, and it's incredible, and I think it would probably make anybody a VIP. Well, it should do, anyway. If you listen to a song and you're not a VIP, I don't really understand, but so I'm really glad that I've got this one. So this is like the version that I wanted, so it's the CD and the DVD version, and you get a little keychain top on his head. I can't seem to move him from his head, so he's just going to sit on his head. But yes, I'm really glad that I got this one. I got this one second hand from eBay seller, and well, Tell Me Goodbye is my favourite Big Bang song, hands down, and my favourite Big Bang video as well. The video is absolutely beautiful. I really love the concept and the styling, and it's amazing, and it's amazing when they do it live as well. So yeah, that is most definitely my favourite thing, my favourite song ever. Then the next thing is the K-pop album that you would never get rid of. So if I had to get rid of my whole K-pop collection, one thing that I would keep, well, first of all, I've had this kind of argument or disagreement with my husband where he says, well, what would happen if you had to get rid of all your K-pop? I says, well, if I got to that position, then fine, I would get rid of most of my K-pop, but I would never ever part with any of my Big Bang stuff, because I've already said to him I'm going to be buried with it. You know, it is so important to me, my Big Bang stuff. And the most important thing that I have in my Big Bang collection is this. I know it's not a CD, it's not a DVD, it's the Bangs cartoon book. And the reason why I would never ever part with this is because it was a gift from a friend, another VIP who I very rarely see. She lives in Norway, and she gave this to me for my birthday this year. And it has a lot of sentimental value. Everything else that I own, you can buy it again. You know, it may be expensive, but this is it's a gift. It's so important to me, and I love it, and I would never, ever, ever part with it. So that is my answer. And then there are a mixture of different things. So there is like a random thing where you have to randomly pick a girl group and then pick your favourite release, and randomly pick your guy group and pick a release, and there's lots of things. I don't really want to do that. I kind of just want to talk about a couple of releases that are important to me. So the first one I'm going to do is actually kind of a guy group album that's important to me and a girl group album that's important to me. So the first one is the guy group album, and it's this one. This is BAP's One Shot, and the reason why I've chosen this one is because it was the very first K-pop album I ever bought, and it's so incredibly precious to me. It has a lot to answer for, because if I hadn't bought this one, well, I'm fairly certain I probably would have ended up spending an absolute fortune on K-pop albums, but this is the reason why I started. I got this one and was just like, whoa, so amazing. So this is most definitely my favourite. And then for girl group, similar sort of reason. It's Girls' Generations, the boys. This is the first Girls' Generations CD I ever bought. It's actually the first girl group one. I love the packaging. The actual album is really good. And yeah, the only annoying thing about this is the photo cards inside take about a day to get out of the little sleeve because it's such a tight fit. But yeah, very, very important. I think those two would be, the ones that I've shown you would be very difficult for me to let go of. So yes, there we go then, guys. That's my K-pop album tag. I hope you enjoyed. Please feel free to leave a comment or like or subscribe. And again, like I normally say, if you don't want to, then don't even bother. It's fine. It's all good. Yeah, till next time, guys. Ciao.